Living in an RV can get a little cramped in the winter. Everyone is practically standing on top of each other. The kids are screaming and all you want to do is send them outside, but it's a bit too cold to leave them out there. At least, I've been told you're not supposed to. So I built them a fire pit. Outdoor living is a massive priority for us and is one of the reasons we chose this homestead off-grid lifestyle.
So yeah, I want to make a place that's comfortable for us to live outside in the winter. But what I also want to do is create a gathering place where the family can come together and share in each other's company all year long.
Long before houses, before screens, before schedules, people gathered around the fire to stay warm, cook, talk, or just sit quietly together after a long day. And that's what we want to get back to. So with that in mind, let's start building it. And guess what? We're gonna be doing some digging again. The ground here is sloped and we don't want our fire pit to tip over, so we gotta do some digging. We wanted a good amount of sitting room, so we're making the total pit area 18 feet in diameter. This will leave plenty of room for both the fire pit and whatever kind of seating we want to stick around it. I figured out where I wanted the center, hammered in a horseshoe pin, and then spray painted my perimeter.
Okay, so we got the first pass on leveling done here. But before we keep going, we're gonna wanna put some rocks around the end here to actually retain that soil.
We will use the stones from our last fire pit to retain the soil.
Hey Ladybug, what's the problem?
The rocks are all frozen.
The dirt is frozen, so that makes this project extra special for me.
So we're running into two problems. The first problem is I'm out of shape. The second problem is that the dirt, although normally soft enough, is just frozen solid still. Because it's still dropping down into the 20s or lower almost every night. So I really want this fire pit, so I'm just gonna have to earn it.
I found if I dug a trench first, I could then dig out the side of the trench more easily and just repeat that as I wrapped around the center.
So we're spacing out the giant rocks as best we can, taking the string line, leveling it, within like a couple inches. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's gonna give us a guide for where the soil needs to be at. And then Kara's coming behind me and she's filling up all of the nice little small rocks.
And what would a project be without a few tree stumps that need to go? This is always my favorite part of the project, next to digging holes, of course. But once this thing was flat, we were ready to get started on the actual fire pit. To finish out the rest of the fire pit, we just picked up the cheapest bulk gravel we could find and then did some shoveling.
Okay, now it's important to remember that shoveling is not digging. Digging is backbreaking workout that gives you blisters where you take dirt out of the ground. Shoveling is backbreaking workout that gives you blisters where you move stuff from one location to another location. It's very similar, but crucial distinction there. So I got two kinds of rock for my fire pit. The first one is this 12-inch cement block, and I'm just gonna use this for the foundation.
Soil retains moisture, especially in the shade, a lot longer than concrete, so I wanted the bottom of the fire pit to dry out quickly and not give water a place to pool after it rains. I also used a level and adjusted each stone to make sure that at least this one spot was perfectly level.
The second is this natural-ish cut-looking retaining wall stone. I think this is literally what everybody uses to make their fire pit, so no points for originality here.
I use string and chalk to give myself a quick circle guide and then I get to stacking. I'm always on a budget, so we decided to just go with 3 courses for now, but I do think it would be nice to go with 4 courses of stone. That would give me a little bit of extra protection from the wind and I can make slightly bigger fires.
We've got most of everything done here at this point, but we still need a little bit of TLC. Maybe a little bit more gravel eventually, but we're gonna finish up this rock ring and try to clean up everything around the edges of the fire pit. Smile you got, girl. Bigger!
My favorite part of these projects is immediately getting to enjoy them. As soon as we had the gravel spread, we got some fuel and fired up the pit, and Kara took the opportunity to inform me of all the next things we were gonna be doing. And so yeah, I have my work cut out for me, but these projects are just the best. When the fire's going, everyone slows down a little. The kids linger, the conversation lasts longer, you don't rush back inside. We are creating a center point for our family, a place we can keep coming back to season after season. Whether we are roasting marshmallows or just enjoying the crackle of the fire, we hope that this spot becomes a focal point of endless hours of outdoor living.